Good evening, everyone. I am Atishmita Das, the host of today's session. I welcome you all to GDSC Compose Camp and let's get started with the insights of UI/UX. All the developers out there must be thinking of why you need UI/UX. So let's get started. First of all, what is UI/UX? UI and UX, these two terms often used interchangeably but actually mean very different things. Now, you can see in your screen on the right side the way the PowerPoint is displayed, the pop up message icon, the fonts, mic buttons, all are a part of the UI. As you can see on the screen, UI stands for User Interface Design. It is all about what users actually see on the application screen, such as text, colors, backgrounds, icons, moving elements like animation. The application you are using in your day to day life, the colors used, spacing, all is a part of it. So, in general, you can say that you all experience this in your day to day life. Next, let's know what is UX. UX stands for User Experience Design, which focuses on studying how users move through all the different elements of the UI. It is used to create products that provide meaningful and relevant experience to users. For example, the experience you get by using YouTube or any other application like Google Meet or etc. or website includes this. It includes many processes which we will discuss further. Now, what is the importance of UI UX in software development? Generally, the basic points are usability, it allows people to understand, establishes your brand, and lower cost and time management. Great designs deliver engaging content and simple navigation for your customers. It makes your application user friendly, which helps people to stick to your application. It gives better understanding to your users. Investing in an effective UI UX tends to improve customer loyalty and also it contributes to happy customers. And people generally wants to partner with brands that please them. And last, if you hire a UI UX designer, it will save your time as you would have an overview of your final product. Now let's see some of the career prospects of in this domain. Recently, you came across the uh, Apple event, and you might be fascinated with the latest products of Apple. One of the most highlights of the event is the change in the notch display of the iPhone from iPhone 14 from iPhone 13. So here in the slide, you can see the change. So the idea of changing the design is of UI UX designer only. So you can conclude that major MNCs have high paying roles in UX and UI. So out of many here, I have listed out some of the major roles. Just read this once. User researcher, wireframe expert, UI and UX developer, information architecture. So wireframe is basically the outline or a sketch of a product or a screen. Next, visual designer and product designer. Visual designer mainly focuses on how the product or technology looks, like the logos, illustrations, or icons. And product designer is only responsible for the user experience of a product. And the highest package can go up to 15 lakh per annum. So all the UI UX designers out there, you have a great career ahead. Here, I would like to share my personal experience as a developer. All of you have seen a civil engineer with a sketch with blue ink, right? Basically, it is the schematic diagram of the entire structure and it is a scaled down image. So, basically, with the help of that diagram, an engineer can have a rough idea regarding the end results of the entire construction process. So, if you closely look into the software development fields, then the developer has some requirements to meet which are provided by the client. So to provide a clear idea how the end result gonna look like, UI&UX is used. And also, I would like to add that along with a UI and UX designer, I am also into web development. And it is very difficult to format the code with the continuous reformations from the client, where UI designers became saviors. And you all know in Figma, making changes is easier. Okay, so now to brief you how to approach in building a UI as a user. Thank you.
Thank you, Atishmita. Let me introduce myself. My name is Som Samantra, second year from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. From here, I would like to how to approach heading a UI design as a UI designer. Basically, this consists of four steps like exploration, ideation, prototyping, and design. In one explanation, as a designer, you have first to and the software explore of UI design. In step ideation, you have to give some brief website like Behance, basic solution for user demand in your mind. In step prototyping, you have to put your ideas in pictorial representation using UI UX design software like Figma, Adobe XD, and many. Here you have to create the UI design and add some features in the design for better user experience. In step completion of the designing part, you have to evaluate the design in many standards, like how the UI is looking, how the color combination are matching or not, placement of the component in the screen, and the flow of application. These are basically the four steps. You will take a screenshot of this page for future guidance. Next slide, please. Here comes some free resources for web designer. Next slide. Here are some popular websites for typography, images, and inspiration. For typography, you can prefer Google Fonts or DAF fonts for the selection of your fonts. Here, some modern fonts are present, so you can overview these fonts from these websites and choose as fonts as per choice. Next slide, please. For images, you can select Unsplash, Pixels, Free Images. These are very good website for your images. These provide high quality images which are free of cost. Next slide. For inspiration, you can prefer Dribble, Behance. Here, some UI UX designers share their work. Uh, Here are some famous YouTube accounts which will help you in building UX design in the beginner level, like Nikhil Pawar, Design Code, and etc. Please include the slides for your future reference. Now I would like to have a practical overview about the use of Figma. Here is the basic starting page of the Figma. Uh, Here consists the frame. You can see in the right side there are different phone model names. Basically, these are the predefined layouts of your phone screens, tablets, desktop, watch, and social media like Twitter post, Facebook, and Instagram. Here you can easily find how a design will look like in your that phone. Like here I will select for iPhone 13. This is the iPhone 13 screen size. You can see how if I will place a square, like rectangles, ellipse, and various shapes present in the here. Okay, let's have a circle, which is like a profile icon here. Okay. In the frame section here, you have the border radius. Nowadays, phones are coming with a curved border. Here you can increase your border like this. It may be not visible here. There are different animation for this frame. Here is called a stroke. Like you can see that it's a coming with a border black. This is the work of stroke. Okay, now there is a text text section here. You can add your text as per your choice. Here I will write good evening. Here you select the text, and here in this part you have to increase your text size like 24 or 20. This here you can select your font. There are some predefined fonts like Inter, Roboto, Poppins. Poppins is popularly used in nowadays. Here you can add the semi-bold, bold fonts or medium size. Now I will see you the best part of the Figma, that are plugins. Here plugins will act like a compiler type one. It will help you to add some extra features like icons, photos, 3D elements, etc. Here in photos, I will select photos plugin. Here you can select as per your choice photos. Like I will have to photo for this profile section, so I will go to people, and here are many photos, good photos. Okay, I will select this. So, wait, so 1 second. Here you can see I have added a profile picture in my circle shape. This look like a profile part. Okay. Here are many icon site illustration. Here you can see many illustrations like 3D elements. There are 120 styles. Okay. This is a nice plugin for 3D, adding 3D illustrations or funky type illustrations. Here I will select this 3D illustration for referral purpose. Uh, Now you can see I have added a 3D image here. This all plugins are free. You can use free of cost. No, there is no subscription for this. Here is the so you can increase your size or decrease as per your choice. Here is a selection tool, uh, li- sorry, scale tool. Here you can increase the size of your object or you can decrease. They're predefined. Now add some animation here. I will take another skin of iPhone 13. Add another. To copy this image or image text or anything, then you have simply click alt in your keyboard and go for move your cursor to that object. Then you can easily duplicate that part in this Figma. If you want to increase the screen size or if you want to focus something, then you have to only press Control in the keyboard and scroll your mouse. There is another setting of Figma, that is prototyping. Prototyping basically show the picture like animation type thing. Okay, you have to select this frame, then add this. Here are some features of Figma, that is movie and mobile. If you see that, here the pair, you can see that I have selected iPhone 13 Pro. So here there is a phone layout of iPhone 13 Pro, and the design we have made here is displaying at that part. Uh, when I click on this screen, this will move to this. Now you have better understand what is prototyping. There are many other options like smart moving, like here smart animate. Smart animate. There is my favorite one is this custom spring. Here you can add some spring effect to this by maintaining adjusting this bar cursor bar. Here you can see like I'm decreasing this, so it is moving so fast. If I will increase the time, it will take some time, and this you will get a spring effect. Now you can see the spring effect. Just a second. Here you see a spring effect in coming of the next page to the first page. If you decrease the time of the spring, then it will shake like animation like this. Here you can create many shapes like when I will simply I will create a line, then I will go for this option, this edit object, then this bend tool. You can use to bend tool to get the structure as per your choice. Now let's see. I can adjust this straight line to my any shape I if I want. I will show you my some works I have made using Figma. I have also started learning Figma from watching this session previously. Our senior Ashish B had taken this session, and from that session, I have get the inspiration about this Figma. Here you can see this I made using Figma. There's a stock website. You can make like this or anything. Here I have added some animation like when I will click more, then it will come a cryptocurrency page like this. Here I have added some scroll animation. When I will click home button, then it home page will appear. Here there is another aspect. You can use this for web designing or app designing. Here you will go for inspect, and here you will get all the CSS properties like width, height, color combination, border radius, everything. Here you get the CSS code about this CSS, iOS, everything you will get here. For iOS, for Android, if you have any queries, you can ask in the comment section or you can unmute your mic. Thank you for attending this session. Hope you enjoy this. Thank you.